Hi, welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today let's look at a beer from one of my favorite breweries. It has been since it started, it still is, even though the head brewer has changed. That is Kyoto Brewing Company. And this is a newer one for them. All right, well, I'm not sure how new it is, but it is a very, very limited one. This is called Kyoto Brewing Ayanasu. And it is a Belgian wit at 4.5%. Do not know the international bittering units, probably not terribly high for as would fit the style. And this is what they call a local, a Kyoto only brew, which means it's available in Kyoto stores and Kyoto restaurants and bars only. So it's not shipped outside of Kyoto. This has been one of their features since they started using local ingredients and trying to keep things in the area and for this series. So you won't find this beer probably outside of Kyoto area. Here, I did buy it in Kyoto about a week ago in a Seijo Ishii store. That's where I found it. So it won't be available even on their online shop. So Ayanasu has the meaning of kind of decorating something, making something very colorful. And on the can, they mention the flavors of this should make it look like a painting in the glass. So we shall see. A Belgian wit style, and they made a Belgian wit a while ago called Suzunari, and in that one they used yuzu juice and fresh sansho pepper. Sansho is often translated as Chinese pepper, and here they, I think, call it Japanese pepper. And in this one, though, they've changed the recipe a little bit. Instead of using yuzu juice, they're using yuzu peel. And instead of using fresh sansho, they're using dried sansho, which is typically the way you find sansho, as a dry powder sort of form. And so, similar, but presented in a slightly different way. So again, this one has yuzu peel and dry sansho, and we'll see how it is. It might be quite different. Typically, Belgian wits use dried orange peel. That's more common in the style, and they do not use sansho, but they use coriander seed instead. And so this should give a kind of more local sort of character to the beer. On Rate Beer, only one rating when I checked, and that was at 3.5 out of 5. And Untapped, there were 25 ratings when I looked today, and the average is a little bit higher, as it tends to be on Untapped, 3.73. This cost 659 yen, and add on tax, and it comes out to 725 yen, which would be $4.60 in US dollars, and in euros, €4.23. Okay, all right. So I'm looking forward to this. I've known Kyoto Brewing since they started. I know all three of the founders. The head brewer left about more than half a year ago or so, and they have replaced him with somebody who comes pretty highly regarded, somebody who worked at Stone in the U.S. And so this may be one of his beers, I assume, one of the new brewer's beers. So let's give this one a go. Kyoto Brewing Company, Ayanasu. Kyoto Brewing has a tap room at the brewery. It's only open on the weekends, though, so you have to go there then. But it's definitely the place to go in Kyoto if you want to get some interesting beer. Okay. This is a hazy, light, very pale sort of yellow color with a solid finger of foam. Carbonation rising quite steadily. Okay. I do smell the yuzu. Sancho? Sancho is there in the background, a hint of it though. I get it, but it's just a tiny little bit. Sancho is it's put on a dish called mabo tofu, and it's also put on grilled eel. And this is the time of year where people like to eat grilled eel. It's supposed to make to refresh you in the hot summer weather, and it has been hot. We're around mid to high 90s these days in Fahrenheit, around 34, 35, 36 centigrade. So this has got a very pleasant, very light, kind of delicate. I would imagine with yuzu juice in their previous version and fresh Sancho, it must be much stronger. This is subtle. Very nice. Okay. All right. I didn't mention the ingredients here except for those two. It has malt, foreign malt, and hops. And yeah, sugar. Okay. All right. Okay. They don't specify that it is actually wheat or not. Typically, there's wheat in with beer. They do say bahuga, which is malt. It could be barley and wheat, I guess. This is pleasant, light, very delicate. The yuzu character is there. Sancho is very, very light. Sancho acts as kind of like a bittering agent, I think. There's a little like tingle. Sancho pepper is very unusual. It kind of numbs your tongue for a little while. Not just very lightly, but noticeably. Yeah. I keep coming back to the word delicate, and I think that's probably the best way to describe this. Maybe tasty, very, very pleasant. I think this would go great with some grilled eel, which I just had actually about 2 days ago for the first time this year, probably the last time. It's kind of expensive. I found a nice restaurant which served it, and I think this would be a great accompaniment to it. Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, I can recommend this. I would probably give this a maybe 3.6 or 3.7 out of 5 on rate beer. Yeah, so Kyoto Brewing Ayanasu, a Belgian wit with dried yuzu peel. I assume it's dry, and dry Sancho pepper. Give it a go, and if you are in Kyoto, please do try to stop by Kyoto Brewing Company. It's in the south part of the city, not terribly far from Kyoto Station. You can get there maybe 30 minutes on foot, 5 minutes by taxi. But yeah, so I hope you're doing well. I hope you're dealing with the summer heat better than most people are. It's getting hot here. I don't mind the heat so much because of where I grew up. I don't like the winters, and most of my friends are just the opposite. They hate the summer and try to escape the heat in the summer. And but I prefer a little warmth myself, but not too much. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Of course, if you're in the southern hemisphere, you're probably going through winter right now. In any case, drink good beer, stay healthy. Bye-bye.